Hey everyone, welcome back to AndyDemos, and today I'm excited to announce a new reverb and delay combo from Wampler, and this one shares the same form factor as the recent Metaverse delay and Terraform modulation. It's the Catacombs. The Catacombs is a delay reverb powerhouse aimed at helping you find the perfect space for your tone without the hassle of traditional multi-effect menus and hidden features. 6 delays and 5 reverbs give you a lush stereo landscape to work with. Algorithms cover classic sounds like Faux Tape, Bucket Brigade Delay, and Spring, but any mode can take advantage of the generous decay and 2-second global delay range, so you could push the Catacombs into larger halls, multi-head experimentation, or shimmering spaces. The Catacombs gives you all the parameters in either primary or alternate modes. And although it's a simple layout, you get full MIDI compatibility, expression control for any parameter, series or parallel routing of the delays and reverbs, and 8 presets to store all your favorite sounds with precise control and consistency every time. The Catacombs can also be controlled via MIDI with the new syntax, Wampler's answer to unlocking key features like tap tempo and preset scrolling on not only Wampler effects, but any pedal with MIDI compatibility, and even your channel switching amplifier. For the complete rundown on the Catacombs and Syntax MIDI controller, head over to wamplerpedals.com. And helping me out today are a couple guitars I'm borrowing from Toneranger out of Los Angeles. These are all high-quality, handmade guitars using urban tone woods, so, very sustainable company. And, we have things like black walnut, acacia, and even redwood, and they're just some really unique creations. We have the Show Pony here, and I think the TV Jones Filtertrons are just a perfect match for delay and reverb, so let's get into it. Let's start off by going through a couple different presets here, and I'm just going to scroll through them with that syntax switch. So if we wanted a bit more, let's say a bit more volume and a few more repeats on that tape delay, I could easily do this just with the main controls because those are just grab and adjust. Now, if I wanted to get into those secondary parameters, I could hold down the bypass switch. And the cool thing here, just kind of figuring this pedal out as I go along, if you hold that bypass switch long enough, it'll blink, and then you don't have to hold it. You could just kind of audition those secondary changes on the fly. So that's the delay dialed in. Let's go back to the secondary parameters. I'm just going to hold it down again, and then we can adjust the parameters of the reverb. So before I do that, I'm just going to kind of roll back the volume of the delay so we isolate it. That's a little bit more realistic there for a hall. And we could brighten it up. right, so that's a bit more spaced out. Let's go over to preset 2 and see what we've dialed up. So we have a plate, which is naturally kind of a brighter sound, and a space delay, which is kind of going after that space echo, but it is a single head. And we have some really cool modulation to play with on that one. You kind of hear that nice bit of tape warble that is kind of baked into that space algorithm. And then here I'm just going to adjust the mix and then save it again to preset 2 as I've got everything kind of finalized. Alright, so there's a lot more to cover. I'm just going to kind of quickly go through some of these delay modes, and this is easily done by just using that main selection knob here. And to change the reverbs, all you have to do is hold that bypass switch again. That has that really nice decay that is kind of lo-fi. Let's go over to the BBD and see how that differs. And we have a Wampler classic here, the Faux Tape Echo. And let's not forget a nice clean classic digital delay here. And I've rolled down the mix of the reverb here, which you'll soon find out is a pretty classic shimmer, and we have control over the upper octaves just with that dedicated shimmer knob, which is the alternate function of the time control. Let's see how far we could push that shimmer and see where it goes with a lot more decay as well. As you can tell, the decay can just go on forever. It doesn't always have to have the shimmer in there, or it doesn't always have to be at that level. So it's just a very versatile mode, just that one all by itself. All right, so there's a lot more to check out here, and you know, I just kind of wanted to get a different vibe, so I have another Toneranger here, which is their Bass 6. It's the high horse, and has these really nice twangy Curtis Novak pickups, so naturally we're kind of going into the spaghetti western territory with some spring reverb, and I'm back to the analog mode for just a little bit of atmosphere, kind of fades out and gets kind of murky in the background. Well, there you have it, some essential delay and reverbs in one easy-to-use format with the Catacombs from Wampler, and you can find it at wamplerpedals.com. Also, click the links below to check out more on these Toneranger guitars. I'm going to be playing these in quite a few demos in the next month or so, so do check them out. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.